their migraines altogether, which is really, really profound. So yeah, I highly suggest it, especially with the cayenne pepper, like I was mentioning. Cayenne pepper is really good for migraines. So in combination, I feel like that's one of my migraine uh, stacks. Yeah. So my name is. Go ahead. Go ahead.
What about like when you're microdosing, if you're feeling under the weather or something, is there any like take a break when you're not feeling good, or does it support you? Like how does that work?
So taking microdoses and being sick. So I guess it really depends on what kind of sickness you have. If you're having something going on with your gut, I mean, I've actually heard people say that the psilocybin helped them, but I would actually say like go light on putting anything in your stomach, right? Plus, the psilocybin tends to heighten your senses, right? That's why it's nice in in lovers settings and things like that. Is because it's heightening your senses. So I don't want to heighten my senses when I'm not feeling well because it's going to make me almost like focus on the pain worse. Like I think there are other things that could be calming to the nervous system, like passion flower tea and things like that. But like I wouldn't want to enhance the illness or the feelings of it or my perception of it. So I would, I guess, not recommend it.
You may discuss this tomorrow, but how does Muscimol trip different from psilocybin?
Muscimol trip versus a psilocybin trip. So if you're taking these things to macrodose, so psilocybin is very enhancing to your visuals, and it has a completely different feeling than the muscimol. So how many people here have taken psilocybin mushrooms? Most people here. So you kind of already know what it feels like in the body. So with muscimol, if you're macrodosing on it, the interesting thing is it makes you go to sleep. It is a very, very sleepy mushroom, okay? It's a dream mushroom. So muscimol binds to the GABA receptors in your brain, kind of like alcohol does, okay? And so not only does it relax the nervous system, but it makes you feel kind of woozy. It makes you feel delirious. It's a delirium. So I always recommend people, if you really want to take a heavier muscimol trip, to do it right before bedtime. Just to drink that, and I have like other herbs that I recommend with it, but taking that because you're gonna pass out, you're gonna go to sleep, and when you wake up, like at least my experience and what I've spoken to other people is that they wake up feeling like, oh, I just figured something out, or I worked through something, but you don't necessarily remember what it is. And I've also had very audible hallucinations. Now, I haven't taken many heavy muscimol trips. I usually like to go on the light end of the microdose to like more of a euphoric dose, and you feel kind of dreamy and you kind of just want to snuggle and you get relaxed. It's really nice, but it's very, very different. It's very calming. Whereas psilocybin can be calming, or it can be very heightening depending on where you're at and your consciousness and where what you're thinking about and stuff like that. So I think we'll wrap this up. Thank you guys for, this was like a super improv mushroom discussion. Our speaker didn't show up, so thank you guys for being so interactive. That was really stimulating for me. I think we're going to put on some music, and we're going to have another speaker here. She's going to come on at 1, which is in 12 minutes, Definity, and I will look up the name of her talk because it's quite heady, and she is quite brilliant. If you've not seen Definity, I highly recommend her.